Rudy May comes on out. Three outs away, and it's going to be Walt Williams, a 304 hitter. A lot of people messed up in the head over this. Rudy! And the pitch to Williams. 3-11, left-handed, grounds it to first. Hansen takes it to the bag himself, one down. Let's check that out again now. We don't want any mistakes here. 3-11, left-handed. It was a grounder to first. Hansen fielded it beautifully. Okay, here comes Rudy now. He's going to face Louis Aparicio. Louis 0 for 2 with a walk. Rudy gets the sign from Askew. The pitch to Louis. That's going to be 4-3 right-handed. It's grounded to third. Uh-oh. That's going to be for Rodriguez. He's a good fielder. It's a 4-3 right-handed. Rodriguez trying to get to that. 16-2. Oh, he's a 2. Yeah. Whoa. Did we roll that? Did we roll that on the, was that a new roll? Bear with us here. We're just trying to make sure that that was a new roll there, the 16. Was that a new roll on the, it's a paranoia. We're doing a very, very necessary but kind of eerie. Here it is now, Aparicio. There's no sound. Here's the roll. Here's the original roll. Here's the original roll now. It is a 16. It is a re-roll. Somehow, and I did not even start reading it. I went to look for the 16. Of course, we want to just make sure we didn't roll the whole goddamn thing the same. No, they're all in the same spot. Joel Horland is correct. It is a roll again. So here we go. Rodriguez. A great guy to have a ground ball. 225. That's going to be a 5-2. Where's my fucking pen? Oh, here it is. G3 pound. No one on. He's going to get to it. Rodriguez, E25. On a 3-5-6. Oh, and he boots it! Oh! He frickin' booted it! We'll look at that again. It's gonna be a G3 E1. Oh, Rodriguez couldn't get the handle Oh, the tension is so great. First error for the Angels. But that was what that was. 3, 5, 6. He's an E 25. And it was a 6. Look at that. Sitting there. E1. So Louis is on first. They're down by 2. He's not stealing, but he's being held 1-15. And Don Pavlitic is the batter here. Oh my Lord, help me, somebody. It's Aparicio on first with 1 out. And what could be more tense than something like this? A crowd of 3,509. May, from the stretch, with Aparicio on first, 1 out, the pitch to Pavlitic. That's going to be a 5-4 right-handed catcher X. Whoa, that should not be a problem. It is a 5-4 right-handed. As Q, 3-2. That's going to be 5-3. PP. This could be a pass ball. He's an E2. Oh my. It was a 5-3 PP. A 6-8-9. And he is an E2. My. That's going to be a passed ball. Still not a problem. Pass ball charge to Askew. So still 1 out, Pavlitic at the plate. And Aparicio on second base here. Rudy looking cool as a cucumber out there. Here's Rudy now. He gets the sign from Askew. The pitch to Pavlitic. That's 5-12 right-handed. Grounds to third. Rodriguez again. This could be 2. It's a 5-12 right-handed. That's to Rodriguez. Again, a 225, 7-2. It's a G3. Oh my. That precludes a double. Uh-oh, it's a high number, 6-12-17 E5, E25. Oh, wait a minute, we're looking on the wrong one there. Oh, shit, we're looking on the wrong one, 7. There it is, 7-2 G2, I'm sorry. Rodriguez E25, that's going to be 6-12-17. That's not good. That is going to be a 2-base error, holy Christ. Now we're going to pull out the, because it gets folded there. Folks, we're pulling out this file, which is, Mike Terranova was nice enough to send it to me in high resolution. And we are able to see that on the 6-12-17 E25, that is a 17. And that's going to be an E2. And naturally, when you look at the E2, that's not a re-roll, is it? Oh shit, don't tell me it's a re-roll. Hold on now. We're going to sort all this out. That could score a run. A G3E2, yes. But I'm getting some sort of mention here that there's a reroll in store here, and stacking limit agrees. Hold on, we're gonna have to check this out again. We can fix this. We can fucking fix this. Folks, hang in. Please hang in. Okay, we're doing a full replay here, where the situation is Pavlitic at the plate. Is that correct? Are we at least on the same page? I'll watch the whole thing if necessary. I'll watch the whole thing. I will watch the whole goddamn thing, folks, because I can guarantee you I'm going to get this right. We're going to start this up. For Rodriguez, he's a good fielder. We can go with Williams. We'll start with Williams. I don't give a shit. This is too important. So here we are again, top of the ninth. We're in replay mode. Rudy May comes on out. Folks, this is too goddamn important to not replay if there's questions. 3 outs away, and it's going to be Walt Williams, a 304 hitter. A lot of people messed up in the head over this. It's all going to get sorted out, I guarantee you all. No need for protests. Rudy. No need for protests. And the pitch to Williams. 3-11 left-handed, grounds. 3-11 left-handed. We're checking everything out here. 3-11 left-handed. He grounds it to first, no doubt about it. That's 1 out. To first. Hansen takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. I'm messed up in the head, Bill, because of the fact that I have to go back to reality after this game. This doubleheader, I don't know if there'll be a game. Let's check that out again. I don't know, folks, if there'll be a game this evening, but this will be. This is going to be a split. A split. It was a grounder to first. Split doubleheader. That's. Fielded it beautifully. It's 1 out. We're going back in time, the luxury. Now we got a little crossed up here with Aparicio, but we're going to check this shit out. Okay, here comes Rudy now. He's going to face Louis Aparicio. Louis 0 for 2 with a walk. Rudy gets the sign from Askew. The pitch to Louis. That's going to be 4-3 right-handed. It's grounded to third. Uh-oh. Now, this is a legitimate 4-3 right-handed. And I'm having trouble seeing it on the screen, but I'll show it to you right here. 4-3 right-handed, as we look to real time, is indeed a ground ball third X. 4-3 right-handed, ground ball third X. The initial problem we got is that we didn't re-roll it. That's going to be for Rodriguez. He's a good fielder. It's a 4-3 right-handed. Now, here's the problem. Rodriguez trying to get to that. I wrongly. 16-2. And he's a 2, yeah. And you see, that's the problem when, you're so excited. Uh, yeah, this is it. This, I was just too excited. I didn't realize I had to roll it, but I did. I ended up rolling it. Watch. Yeah. Whoa. You see, this is wrong. But for continuity, we're going to let it go. Did we roll that? Did we roll that on the, was that a new roll? Bear with us here. We're just trying to make sure that there was a new roll there. That is not. That is not a new roll. Was that a new roll on the? No, it's not. It's a paranoia. We're doing a very, very necessary but kind of eerie. This is a replay with it. Is now a ratio. There's no sound. Here's the roll. This is a replay within a replay. Here's where we see it's going to be. Here's the original roll now. Yeah. It is a 16. It is a re-roll. And it's not a re-roll in the. It's not a re-roll in the sense that it was a wrong. Start reading it. I went to look. It's not that kind of re-roll. Of course, we want to just make sure we didn't roll the whole goddamn thing the same. No, they're all in the same spot. Joel Horland is correct. It is a roll again, as usual. So here we go. And this is going to. And this will be a. This is going to be a one base error on Rodriguez. He gets to it. That's going to be a 5-2. Where's my fucking pen? Oh, here it is. G3 pound. No one on. He's going to get to it. Rodriguez E25. And it is an error. That's 3-5-6. Oh, and he boots it! Oh! He freaking booted it! We'll look at that again. It's going to be a G3 E1. That was correct. Oh, Rodriguez couldn't get the handle. That was correct, and then we're looking here at Pavlitic coming up. I'm real world right now. Pavlitic coming up. You notice I haven't noticed Aparicio on first being held, and watch, he's going to get to second on a pass ball. We're following through to make sure everything is right here. Oh, the tension. I think some of you suspected I was going to not do a re-roll on the second error by Rodriguez. 3-5-6. He's an E. 25. And it was a 6. Look at that, sitting there. E1. So Louis is on first. They're down by 2. He's not stealing, but he's being held 1-15. White Sox have a chance to win this. And Don Pavlitic is the batter here. Here's where people got. Oh my Lord, help me, somebody. Here's where people got messed up in the head. Yes, Aparicio on first with 1 out. And what could be more tense than something like this? A crowd of 3,509. May, from the stretch, with Aparicio on first, 1 out, the pitch to Pavlitic. That's going to be a 5-4 right-handed catcher X. Okay, that's 5-4 right-handed, no doubt about it. And 5-4 right-handed is catcher X. And here's where we did the catcher X. Okay, and it was a P/P. And with a runner on, that was a frickin' pass ball. We're going to watch it. This will put Aparicio on second with 1 out. Well, that should not be a problem. It is a 5-4 right-handed. As Q, 3-2. That's going to be 5-3. PP. This could be a pass ball. He's an E2. Oh my. It was a 5-3 PP. A 6-8-9. And he is an E2. My. That's going to be a passed ball. Still not a problem. Pass ball charge to Askew. And Pavlicic is still up. And here we are. Now back to real time here. I think everyone's on the same page. It was a pass ball by Askew. Aparicio on second, one out. Pavlicic is the batter. And we're open to find out whatever is discovered here. We're not looking for anything. I know there's no hit. So still one out, Pavlicic at the plate. And Aparicio on second base here. Rudy looking cool as a cucumber out there. Here's Rudy now. Oh, baseball demos, you ain't kidding. He gets the sign from Askew. If there's someone on. The pitch to Pavlicic. No, I'm stopping the roll right there. That's 5-12. And I'll continue the recording, but I want to look at it for myself on real time. 5-12 right-handed. And if we look correctly, that's going to be a 5-12 right-handed ground ball third again. Okay, it's a ground ball third again. I don't know about the G3. 5-12 right-handed. Now we need to roll it again, sure. That's 5-12 right-handed, grounds to third, Rodriguez again. This could be two. Yeah, I was fucked up in the head again. 5-12 right-handed. I did not roll it yet. Rodriguez again, a 225, 7-2. Oh yeah, there we go. G3, oh my. It's a re-roll. That precludes a double. And the beauty of it, we caught it. And we want to thank everybody who protested. And the beautiful thing about this is the roll is still there. Okay, notice the 20 dice 7 in the corner, in the lower left-hand corner, with the 5 and the 2 6s together. And then that's real world, and here it is here. So we know, here's the re-roll now. And remember, Rodriguez, there's no error yet. This could be, it's not a double play ball, but he is a 225, Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a 225 on the ground ball short X, thrown by Rudy to Pavlicic. Here's the roll. That's going to be, oh, it's a 1-2. Oh, it's a 1-2 base hit. Oh, a 1-out single. Oh, say it ain't so. Oh, my. A 1-2, it's 5-7-8-9, E25. Oh, E25, that's a 7. Is a 5-7-9 not there? It's going to be an S1. A clean S1, base hit by Pavlicic. Aparicio goes to third. And that's it for Rudy May. He has allowed his first hit of the ball game here in the ninth. Rudy May. A standing ovation, even though it's he's on the other team. Meanwhile, he is far from fatigue, and Bill Melton, just two hits and/or walks, which could mean the ball game. Melton will step in first and third, one down. Oh, what a disappointment, isn't it? Sorry. And when you know the chart, you know a one on a everyone but a one is going to be a base hit. Here's Rudy now, first and third, one down. Melton, infield back. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 411 right-handed. Oh my, it's a ballpark slash. It's a ballpark freaking slash on a 411 right-handed. And Melton is a right-hander. 1-18, it goes through for a base hit and a run scores. Pavlitic to second. That's unearned. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Tatum warming. And Bob Christian is due. What a finish here. Keeley, Allen, and Bradley pitched in this game in real world. And that's going to be it for Rudy May. That's it for Rudy. Rigney is pulling him, and he's bringing in Ken Tatum. Ken Tatum is coming in, and what a big hand there for Rudy May here. Real disappointment to lose a no-hitter. He pitched 8 1/3. It is an unearned run. He allows 2 hits. He walked 4, struck out 8. He's allowed 1 unearned. The tying run in scoring position, Pavlitic. And there is going to be a runner for Don Pavlitic. How do you like that as Tatum comes in to take his warm-ups? There is going to be a runner here. They have already used Josephson. I don't even know if they have another catcher. This game has gone all to pure hell. And for Strat-O-Matic to not give you a third catcher is like insane. Ed Herman is available, yeah. Let's see who's coming in to run. This game is to all hell. It will be, they don't even have good runners. It's a shitty team overall. We'll bring in Bravo. 1-14, even though he's a good hitter. Going to bring Bravo in to run here on a single or a double to score him if needed. A single, I mean, no asteroids. So here's Bravo running. He's on second, the tying run. Melton on first. Tatum in. Christian at the plate. I've been not just figuring this out, Bill. I've known this whole game, this whole season. They are 43 and a half games behind. Just barely ahead of the two expansion teams. 27 games under 500. I've been suffering with this goddamn team all season. Okay, here's Christian first and second, one down. Tatum now is ready. From the stretch, Tatum. And the pitch to Christian. That's going to be 3-9. Grounds it to second. And Alomar has it, but he has to go to first. Bravo moves to third. Melton to second. And this will be a clutch situation for Ron Hansen. It was a 3-9 right-handed. And a base hit could win it. A double will win it. A base hit could tie it. Tatum trying to get out of this now. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Tatum. And the pitch to Hansen. That is 4-7 right-handed. He walked him. And that's going to load him up for Ken Berry. They loaded him up. Ken Berry, we're coming right to the end here. Berry, not much of a hitter. But he's going to hit. Tatum now, full windup, 2 outs, and the pitch to Berry. He should get him. That's a 1-8. Oh, and it's a clutch situation pop-up. Oh, my. Under it is Fregosi to make the catch, and the ball game is over. Let's look at that again now. Oh, my, oh, my. Oh my, what a finish. We had on Super Advanced, we had a 1-8 right-handed. Clutch situation it was. And that's converted. And quite perverted. And it's a pop out. They don't specify who. I'll do it for Fregosi, a right-handed hitter. And a thriller here. The final score, California 2, Chicago 1. Rudy got the win. He allowed 2 hits. Tatum came in to finish it off. Not eligible for the save, I'm sorry. He made it very, very intense. It shows you how precious a no-hitter is. We had one. McNally this year, you play enough games, 1,761. He popped the clutch, absolutely. Johnson gets the loss, but pitched well. The final line, Angels 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Rudy. Against the White Sox, 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors, and Rodriguez scared the shit out of people there. That's the frickin' ball game. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this one wiped me out. Folks, this one frickin' wiped me out a bit. I think I need to maybe try a game tomorrow morning. It was great. I'm glad you liked it, Mr. Ivamy. Very glad you were here. And baseball demo stacking limit. Kathy Harden. Joel Horlin, of course, who Joe Horlin will be pitching the second game of this doubleheader. And that will be Clyde Wright for the Angels. Great freaking game, stacking limit. Thank you all. I need to chill out a little, relax. My son's gonna call me probably a little after 5, make sure everything is good. Stay strong, everybody, stay well. And I'll catch you all next time. Oh shit. What did I frickin' do here? That guy, when you're doing serious fraud like that, like Madoff, almost Madoff level shit, that guy's doing 25 years. You know? Take care, everybody. So here comes Powell, 1 out, first and third. Oh, I hope all is well, Kathy, with the doctor. Drive safe and take care. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, here's Powell, first and third, 1 out. Infield back. Pitch to Powell. That's 4-3 left-handed, fly ball right X. That's Tony, 3-5. This might bring home the run. Three, 5, 7, 3. It's an F1. E5. 2, 4, 5 rare play. It's going to be an F1 rare play. Whoa. Outfielder races back to the wall, makes a diving catch, but ends up colliding with the wall. He holds on to the ball, but is dazed. All base runners tag and advance 2 bases before the outfielder recovers enough to throw the ball back into the infield. Holy cow. That has never happened. Holy cow. Tony Conigliaro is dazed out there. Chico will score. Monton goes to third, and they're coming out to check him out. Whoa. Sorry, Kathy missed that. Again, it was an F1 rare play, and there it is. Tony Conigliaro raced back to the wall, made a diving catch, but collided with the wall. He held on but was dazed. All base runners tagged and advanced 2 bases before Tony recovered enough to throw the ball back into the infield. All base runners. Yeah. Whoa, and they're coming out to look at Tony now. Poor Tony, who was beamed, I think 2 years prior. Well, I think it was 2 years, I'm not sure. And that's going to be it. He's coming out. Oh, I'm going to take him out. I am not fucking around with that. I'm going to have to take him out. I'll tell you what. I'll bring his brother in. I think it's only fitting we'll bring in Billy Conigliaro. He plays right. That's a shame. Billy only had 80 at bats, but he's worth bringing in this situation. Whoa. Ain't that a switch of a situation here? See how we can document this. So there it is, Tony Conigliaro injured, top of the third on an F1 RP, an F1 rare play. If anyone cares, they can go look at it. And his brother Billy has come in out to play right field now. It's 2 outs. It's Monton on third. And we're going to resume play here. People are shaking up a little, though. He's okay. He walked off. He walked off the field, Tony. He's not that dazed. And here's Brooks Robinson. I just don't like to see people getting hurt. Okay, here's Nagy now. 2 outs. It's Monton on third. The pitch to Brooks. 5'6" right-handed. He grounds it to short for Rico, and he throws it over to Scott, and the side is retired. 5'6" right-handed. So that's the side. Another run. On a hit-by-pitch single and 1 left on, we are in the middle of the third. I'm a little shaken up. And I think I'm going to need to take a break for about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. And when we come back, we'll continue this ball game. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Definitely 2011. Well, we're back. Thank you, Demos. Demos, you just missed a rare play where Tony Canigliaro went back on a fly ball in right, hit the wall, made the catch. It was first and third. He was dazed, fell down. All runners tagged and advanced. The runner on first, Martin, went to third. He's been removed. I thought that was the only appropriate thing to do, and his brother, Billy Canigliaro, has come into right field. He's in the lineup now. It was an F1 rare play. And it's the first time that ever happened to me. So, I don't know if that ever happened to you, but it's 2-0 now, Orioles. I hate to see people getting hurt. Here's Cuellar now. Yeah, that's a rare play. And it's sad it happened to Tony, as he's back since he was beaned. I'm not sure what year he was beaned, if it was 67 or 68. Yeah, it was the first time, Bill. I thought it was only right to remove him from the game. There's no right in the middle of the inning. You know, we brought his brother in. It happened in '67. Okay, the pennant-winning year. Here's George Scott now. They don't say that the guy, whether he stays in the game or doesn't, but I thought it was only appropriate. Here's Cuellar. Pitch to Scott. That's going to be a 6-4. Right-handed, grounds to short X. Chico is a 427. He's in for the injured Belanger. He should have started. And Freddie Patek, even though the other guy's card is better. That's outside for a ball to Patek. Here's Justine now. The pitch to Patek. Oh, that almost fell through. 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second. Did you see that? That was a pullback. Whoa. Might want to look at that again. It's Julian 226. That was pretty cool. 226. Oh, that's going to go through on Julian even. S1. Base hit, E26, 6-10-13. And he makes an error. As things start to crumble here for the Cardinals, a single, and this time the error, well, this one is by Julian. Both second basemen have made errors, throwing errors. And Patek on second with nobody out. Here's Doc Ellis now. He's an A bunter. He's a freaking A bunter, folks. Okay, Ellis steps in. Justy from the stretch. Infield is back. He's still an A. He lays it down. Whoa, it's hit right back to Justy. We have a defense right there. And he can throw. This is the batter drops down a bunt. Defense has the call here. I don't even wish to look it up. Look at Patek 1-16. We don't mess around with that. We go to first. I know it's not preferable, but it is a sacrifice. And Patek goes to third. Defense makes the decision there. In another kind, offense does. Batter drops down a bunt. The defense has the option. Speed is another one. That's where whoa. Okay. Let's move on. Here's Mateo now, with Patek on third, one down. Justy and the pitch. 3-8 right-handed, base hit. Go up Justy. Patek scores. Probably would have scored anyways, a 1-16. Makes it 4-0 now. Second run batted in for Mateo. And the Pirates starting to put the champagne on ice. I know, I'm just kidding. It's a little early for that. And it's Mateo on first. 1-17, 1 to, oh, he's a -5. Wow. He's going to be a -3. Quite a change there. 1-14, 1 to 12. Not even being held. Not even frickin' being held. Wait a minute. 1-14, 1 to... Well, we're going to see if he can... no, you know what? He is being held, and he is with a lead. Yeah, he's being held. With a lead, he's 1-14 and a 1-12. If he's being held, if he's wait, I want to get through this, folks. This could be a loop. This is a loop. It's a buzzed loop. He is 1-14 right off the bat with the quotient, and therefore 1-14. That's not a bad call. But if he's held, that's where we would hold him. Then it takes it off. So he'll be held and he won't go. Wait a minute, he's trying for it. Whoa! No, he did not get the lead, but he's being held. That's Strat-O-Matic super advanced there, folks. I know it took a while. Mateo being held, not going. No lead. Does not have to go. And here's Dave Cash, the youngster. Two Daves at it here. 6'9" right-handed. Oh, Cash swings a base hit. Mateo goes to third. And there has been action in the St. Louis bullpen. And I am so sorry. Ron, I am sick and freaking tired of hoping for the Cardinals. I really am freaking sick and tired of it. This is second inning. His first endurance is the fourth. His first and third one out here. Stargell now. Cash being held. Let's see if he can get a lead. No problem. No, he does not. Very rare. Cash being held. Here's Stargell now. See, I want to know, can I unhold him now? I've already tried, you see, so I don't think so. I think that's the price that you pay for holding. Has no lead. Then I said here now, no hold. But I can't go for the lead. If anyone can help me with that. It's not fun wondering about shit like that. First and third one down. Three-7 walked him, and that's it for Justy. It's all based on realism, folks. That is it. I mean, they were very patient, and this freaking season is rot. 3-7 right-handed walked him. And that's it for Dave. They're through. I mean, you know, it ain't over till it's over, but Justy pitches 1 1/3. It just takes some getting used to, especially when I'm this buzzed and this morbidly anxious and paranoid about things in my personal life. It's not exactly fun. No, it's not, Davenroot. No, it is not. But it's a very goddamn important one. Only about 13 games left. Let me see who's available. Now, this, I don't have, I have nobody to bring in here. Literally. They have one of the smallest, for some reason. I could bring Mudcat in just to be Mudcat, Washburn, or Torres if they're sufficiently rested. And now I have to frickin' do the research. So give me a moment, I'll make it as quick as I can. This shouldn't take too long. I see who pitched here. Last game, there was nobody, and Carlton started. That's on the 15th. On the 14th, Gibson started. One more. Oh, thank you. 13th. It was Mudcat who came in relief. So Mudcat, I could probably use him in relief, and then by default you can't use him unless it's if it's two in a row, based on my system, and I have it tracked. He comes in relief on the 18th. That's fine. I may use him on the 17th. And I think he pitched 2 games ago, I said. He does not pitch on the 19th, so he's available. He is as available as can be, Mudcat. Yes, he did, Peter. Or so he says. So he says. Here's Mudcat. I have Horner to come in later if needed. But this is a Mudcat situation because, by the way, Justy has not reached fatigue. It's just unrealistic to keep him in. So here's Mudcat coming in. He's a -4, -2 quotient. And he's taking his warm-up. So Mudcat is ready, and he gets the pleasure of facing Roberto with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Okay, here's Mudcat now. 6-8 right-handed, grounds to second X. Maybe it can be a double. That's for Julian, 226. Need a G1 here. 226, 10-2. It is a G1. 5, 9, 13. Oh, and he boots it. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, he fucking shit. 13. He's E26 with a 13. There it is. E1, his second error of the ball game. It's going to be a G1, E1. Had a beautiful chance there to double it up. Okay, would have been actually with bases loaded, it would have been a double play, but he couldn't find the handle on it, and poor Julian, who is an excellent fielder, whoops, that should have been here, and that will score a run, and I think that's going to be unearned. Certainly not a run batted in. That should be little thing there. What a shame. Second error. What the hell? Where the hell was that? Yeah. This was... I thought there was a third error in this game. Oh, here it is. This is an error by Cash, short. Here's the error. There are 2 errors this inning. Holy shit. 2 freaking errors by this inning by Julian. And no, we're not taking him out. Shit. Base is full. Still 1 out. That's very peculiar. Here's Mudcat now. 6-8 left-handed. Grounds to second again. It's Julian. Oh my. 226. Oh, torture me, baby. Friggin' torture me. 226, that's 9-2. It's a G2 this time. E26, 6-12, 17. Those were some bad rolls. You know what? He just made a third error this frickin' inning. That's 6-12, 17. Oh, shit. He's E26. That's going to be his third. This is worth saving. Okay? Third frickin' error of the inning. Now, didn't Willie Davis make 3 in a World Series, but was it in 1 inning? I don't think so. Maybe it was. But this is, and it's very realistic. Now, what we're going to do for you all is show you that it's going to be a G2 E1. Let's look at it. 6-12, 17, E26. It's an E2, I'm sorry. It's a G2 E2. And wait a minute, we got runners on. We got 2 bases. 2 consecutive. There's something going on with him. Cash scores, Stargell scores. It's all unearned. We Justy allowed 1. That's all unearned. And they're coming out there, wait a minute now. Oh, this may be the end in dramatic fashion of something is going on. He has collapsed. Julian has collapsed on the field. Oh my God. I hope he's all right. There's people around him. I want to tell you, Julian is still alive. In real world. Folks, we have a little break in the action here. Julian Javier has collapsed. This has never freaking happened to me. And he's coming out. There's a stretcher coming out. Oh, I feel terrible. You know, Kathy, I just, if I couldn't feel worse, because one thing is having fun in a game, one thing is losing in a game, and I'll accept if the Pirates end up winning the division. But I in no way am interested in seeing anyone get hurt, and I don't know what his condition is. I don't know what happened to him. I can guarantee you I'm going to be investigating this. And when we know, we'll get right back to you. Here he is. It's Phil Gagliano. Phil Gagliano is coming in to play second. That's what a shame. They've taken him off on a stretcher. I do not know what's wrong with him. And he's alive, so God bless him, It's Mudcat. on the mound. They're going to let Mudcat take a couple warm-ups here, as he's a little startled. And I think I'm going to need to take a little break here because this is freaking me out. This is freaking me out to no end. Mudcat taking his warm-ups, yeah. And folks, what a freaking game. Oh, Lord. Just to see that. Something happened, and the ball was hit to him coincidentally twice in a row, and he booted it. Okay, and then he had, with the base hit to start it off, he made a throwing error. That was something else. But Phil Gagliano is coming in to play second base, and Mudcat taking some warm-ups again. And we'll just be mindful. We can write it here if you want. I'm going to take a little break because I've absolutely had it. No, I don't think it's as simple as COVID even. You know that? Let me straighten things out here a little. Lord, I don't know, Ron. We once we get it from you, we will find out. Gagliano was a 410. So Gagliano comes in at second. And some of you may say, well, why the hell are you doing this? I'm telling you, it was a gut call. Because this would not happen normally. I think he had a seizure or something. But he's being evaluated right now, and he's been taken to the hospital. My God. Oh, God. And that's a nervous laugh, folks. I hope you understand I'm human. And Jesus Christ. And I'm scared out of my gourd. I'm scared out of my freaking gourd. I'm going to take a break for about 5 minutes. Mudcat will be facing Sanguian. Still only one frickin' out. First and third. Stand by. I need to check something real quick, folks. I'm so sorry. You may have an interruption for a moment. Just refresh if necessary. All right, we're back. Lord. By the way, I went outside. And was careful not to look at the sun. There are some amazing images coming out, though, in real time. Right now. This is Dallas, Texas. That's real time. Some people ascribe religious connotations to it. We're still waiting on a report on Julian Javier. Okay, here's Sanguillen now. He'll be the 8th batter this inning. Mudcat on the mound. Now, we're getting a report now, a preliminary report that he's fine. He said that he was upset that he made the first throwing error, and then he was just so upset, and he made the error on Clemente's ground ball, and then he just couldn't believe it. He said that he was distracted. He wasn't, and this story will unfold, but I think it's a fitting end to, probably a fitting end to the plight of the Redbirds, who are the returning NL champs. Okay, Mudcat, with still only one out. It's first and third, mind you. Here's Mudcat now. That's going to be 5-5, and he struck him out. And it will be the 9th batter, Richie Hebner. Oh, so he's a good guy, though. I mean, please. He's a very good fucking guy, you know, a real pro of a player. So let's not get on his case. Meanwhile, Mudcat trying to get the Cards out of this. 4 runs this inning to make it a 7-0 ball game. Wow, 4 frickin' runs. Lord. 3 of them unearned, 3 errors by Julian Javier, and they, for some reason, these people, Ron, this Cardinal organization, they could have easily just had a talk with him on the field and made a decision whether to keep him. They didn't need to rush him to an emergency room. He was quickly evaluated in the emergency room. The trainer freaked out, and Julian was so upset he wouldn't talk to anyone. So they just threw him on a stretcher and took him over, and finally they had a social worker talk to him. And it turns out this is what it was. He's fine. Okay, and he'll be back in the next game, I hope. Let's see if he does play. Well, he didn't start the next game. He did pinch hit, though. Isn't that special? Whoa. Well, that's kind of fits. Well, here's Mudcat trying to get out of this. Hebner at the plate. Again, first and third, 2 down. Ooh, yeah. You like that? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, they have them there. You know that? I used to work in healthcare heavily. You know, I'm a retired mental health counselor and professor. Here's the pitch to Hebner now. I know about crisis intervention. 2-4. Grounds it to first. right-handed. That's going to be scooped by Torrey. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. It's not worth being upset about. 4 runs, and it's 7-0. Yes, it is, folks. And Pirates getting that bubbly in shape. I hear they're going to, if they sweep this series, they'll start printing tickets. And I think the Braves are in the go to win this. I'm going to tell you right now, you could just go look at the, oh God, 69 NL. Fortunately, I deleted my instructions, but I think the first 2 were in Atlanta. Yes, they are, as we would expect them to be. And it's going to be the NL East, which looks like Pittsburgh now. And I can even go on the. Well, I've lost it now. Here, let me see if I can get it real quick. Here it is. If I look at their rotation, which is an interesting concept, because Baltimore, Minnesota is all set. I could probably look. The Braves will be all set. We'll go with whoever they use. Necro, then they used Reed, and then they used. Well, without further ado, they've come out to speak to Marichal, and they're going to keep him in this game. He still has endurance. He's in his first endurance inning. He's allowed 2 hits. It really comes down to this, Felix. Now, Felipe is on second with 2 outs. It's a tie ball game. Here's Felix now. Marichal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Felix now. 1-6. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ, it's gone. Felix has just hit a 2-run home run off Marichal. Holy Christ. Can you believe that? Shit. It's a nightmare. 4 runs for Atlanta here. Let's look at that again. 1-6. Christ, I wish it weren't so. It's a 6 on the 20 die. Home run 1-8, clean. Look at that. And Felix has hit a 2-run home run. That's it for Marichal. My God. And that makes it a 7-5 ball game. And he's the loser of record now, with Reed the winner and Upshaw for the save. Marichal pitched 8 2/3. What a freaking nightmare of a game. If I had a right-hander, it would have been the same, by the way. On the roll, a 1-6. Of course, it would have been a different roll due to the butterfly effect. Still would have been. It would not have been gone against a left-hander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the way I look at it. He walked 1. cloud. 6 earned, 1 unearned. And with Aaron coming up, down by 2 runs, we'll bring in Frank Lindsay. McMahon pitched last game. What a shame. It looks like the Giants are out of it. Probably. If the Giants lose this, they will be 4 1/2 games out of first place. What a nightmare of a ball game for the Giants and me. With the runs scoring on my new learning, we had 2 advancements with a runner on second with no outs. And that was what happened. Okay, Lindsay is ready now. Here's Aaron. What a shame. Here's Lindsay now. The pitch to Aaron. 210. It's a ballpark blast. You might as well blow them out of the water. Why not? .210 ballpark blast, going deep, right-handed. Gone. Back-to-back home runs. Looks like the Atlanta Braves will win the... I know it's early still. I know there's still time. But the Braves, looks like the Braves are the team to win the division here. After this game, 80, 148, 49, 59, with 13 games left and a 4.5 game lead. It does not look good for the Giants. Look at it again. It was a 210. The fans are stunned here in San Francisco. 210 right-handed, ballpark blast. It was a 14. It's gone. It's 1-19. That's it. Both of those, Felix and Henry. Henry has been a bit under the weather and home runs this in the replay. Oh, excuse me. That's number 35 for Henry. You know, he had 44, I believe. Yeah. And for Felix, that's number 4 for Felix Millan. Oops. That puts Henry ahead of Willie Stargell. Let me just adjust that on the leaders. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network. You may be wondering why I am starting this video with photographs of Tom Burleson, who was the 7'4" center for North Carolina State University in the 70s, 1970s, went on to play in the NBA. Known by many. Wondering why I'm showing a picture of him. Well, this video is the second installment of what may become an ongoing series about Strat-O-Matic scandals and hoaxes. And let me give you some. If you're looking, I'm going to try to connect the video I have to the scandal, the cheating scandal that occurred at the 1973 Strat-O-Matic convention in Brooklyn, New York, of which I participated and thereby won the basic football tournament. And by the way, I have provided this first video and the second one in an effort to deal with what has been a chronic sense of guilt, shame, and embarrassment for these behaviors. Because I find dishonesty to be distressing, and there is dishonesty involved in this. Now, back in the 70s, I was a huge fan of North Carolina State University basketball. I think they broke a record for undefeated season. And the forthcoming hoax, which I'm going to describe, occurred prior to the cheating scandal. And again, if you have not watched my video on the cheating scandal, I'm going to try to hook it up or put it in a playlist here. And I would suggest you do that. The essence of this is that I used to subscribe to the Strat-O-Matic Review. The Strat-O-Matic Review was the only form of social media that we had back in the day. This is the May 1973 issue, as you can see. And it just so happens that this issue that I've brought up introduced us to the editors. On the right is Mike Allison, who was an editor, and then Del Newell, the editor. And this was approved by the Strat-O-Matic Game Company. And I used to subscribe and I used to love it. The Strat-O-Matic Review included many features, including articles. They had a reader's roll-em section. I don't know if they have, here is reader's roll-em, that's like letters to the editor. And they had advertisements. Advertisements such as to purchase teams, baseball sets that are no longer available and or available for sale, and then league forming. If you're and back then, these were mostly play-by-mail leagues, and I was in a couple play-by-mail leagues. I was in Guzmo, and I was in with Jeff Fleischman, and I was in a play-by-mail football league. Well, let's get back to the Burleson hoax. I placed the ads in the Strat-O-Matic Review, and in the April 1973 issue of the review, I placed an ad, and it was a hoax. And you may say, well, why did you do this? Well, I was mischievous. I've always had a mischievous streak. And my ad, The ad in question can be seen right here. This ad was placed by me, and I don't know if you can see it. I have it blown up here to make it even easier to see, easier to read. League forming. An elaborate baseball league with all 69, 68, 67, 70, 71, and 72 teams. Champions of league will get season tickets to all North Carolina State basketball games for the 1973 to 74 season. Send 10 picks to Tom Burleson, 33981 Room 15B, North Carolina State University, Raleigh, North Carolina, 27604. You know, I was a kid and I used to place ads, and I might do a forthcoming video on other hoax ads that I placed. And Steve Barkin got annoyed eventually by, not about this one necessarily, but because I don't think he ever knew for sure that I did this one, but he knew of some others that were a little less, I could say, controversial or intense. And he once said to me, I think it was on the phone, please don't place any more ads with the Strat-O-Matic review. Well, I placed this ad, and again, why did I do it? Mischievousness. And I would give my father the money for the ad. They weren't very expensive. And then he would write a check out to the Strat-O-Matic review per their instructions. And again, here's I think here's where you could probably see the rates per issue, up to 30 words, 50 cents. Okay, 70 cents, $1. You know, specify wanted for sale or league, name card sets. Only advertisements regarding Strat-O-Matic products will be accepted. No other brand names may be mentioned. No advertisement concerning photocopied Strat-O-Matic cards. Well, in any case, let's get back to this. Here's the hoax ad. Okay, this appeared in the April 1973 issue of the Strat-O-Matic Review. Okay, and by the way, you could see here's Rick Wolfman Shapiro, a very famous character in the Battle of the Sexes with Donna Chevrette. They were doing a play-by-mail Battle of the Sexes, and I said, whoa, this is a Strat-O-Matic babe, whoa. She looks kind of cute there. But in any case, getting back to the hoax, to my great dismay, I should say, to my shock and horror, remember that was placed in April. When the May 1973 issue came out, the month later, I used to devour these, and I was pretty shocked to find an article in this issue and the moment I read the title of the article, and it's written by one of the editors or both of them, they don't credit it, the moment I saw it, I knew this had to be it. This had to be related to my ad. Some jokes, not good. Some jokes, not good. I just looked at it, I said, this has to be about it. And as I read it, And keep in mind, folks, I'm 15 years old. In fact, I'm just turning 15 when this issue comes out, April. Let me read it for you. It's pretty long. It starts on page 14 and it goes on to page 15. Actually, it's just through page 14. Yeah, it's not so bad. But let me read this to you. Most league presidents or commissioners are overjoyed when mail flows in answering a league forming ad in the Strat-O-Matic review. One person, however, was more than a little puzzled by mail eventually reaching him at Sullivan Dorm, North Carolina State University, Raleigh, North Carolina. It seems this person never placed an ad with the review, although the April issue contained an ad with his name and how he wanted to set up, quote, an elaborate baseball league, unquote, and the champions would, quote, get season tickets to all North Carolina State basketball games for the 1973 to 1974 season. The name of the phantom ad placer at North Carolina State was Tom Burleson, the 7'4" center who, along with All-American David Thompson, led the Wolfpack to an undefeated season this past winter. Only alleged recruiting violations prevented North Carolina State from participating in the NCAA tournament and perhaps having Burleson, who last summer played on the U.S. Olympic team at Munich, Germany, tangling with UCLA's 6'8" Bill Walton in a clash of hardwood giants. Quote, I was wondering why I was receiving all the mail, said the personable Burleson when contacted about the ad by review co-editor Del Newell by phone recently. Burleson quickly disclaimed any knowledge of it and said the address listed in the ad was wrong, but that the zip code was only one digit off, so whoever placed the ad, for whatever reason, obviously was familiar with that area. Now, some of you may be wondering, I put in the fake address, sure, and I just made this up, 33981 room 15B, North Carolina State. I knew it was in Raleigh. How did I get this? I got this from the phone book. I don't know if you remember the white pages. I don't know about the yellow, but the white pages had the zip codes for all regions of the United States. So I just picked up on that quite easily. Getting back to the article. So it says obviously was familiar with that area. Well, I just did a little research back then. Before the Mod Squad or the Mission Impossible gang is put on the case to find out why this hoax, and I don't know why hoax is put in quotation marks, ad was placed, and why Burleson's name was used, there are some other facts that should be revealed. First of all, although Burleson knew nothing about the ad, he's not a stranger to Strat-O-Matic as such. Quote, I have the football game at home, plus I also have a computerized basketball game put out by another company, points out Tom. And this is before, I don't know what he means by computerized. I don't know if it was because there was no computers basically back then. He's never played the baseball game, however, thus an elaborate league would be somewhat out of the question. So Tom is familiar with Strat-O-Matic. Plus, he also mentioned that the idea of a league in that area sounds like a good one. Quote, I think someone should set up a league around here. There seems to be plenty of interest as I've received a lot of mail about it. Checking with the game company in New York about Strat-O-Matic buyers in North Carolina, you see, so they're trying to figure out who did this hoax and why would they assume they have to be from North Carolina, revealed that a member of the NCS football team has also purchased the table game product. Perhaps, and this is just a guess, a practical joke was played by placing the ad by someone who knew Burleson. Now again, they seem to be off. on the idea of that it couldn't be a almost 15-year-old kid, some kid, namely me, with a mischievous streak. The ad was paid for, however, and as far as any fraud, there doesn't appear to be any. Now, that's curious because my father wrote a check to the Strat-O-Matic Review to pay for the ad, and they apparently didn't keep track of what payments for what ads. That's something to keep on top of. Only team choices were to be sent to Burleson according to the ad, and no money, other than the stamp for the letter, was involved for those responding to the ad. Suspicious about the ad by the review staff centered suspicions about the ad by the review staff centered on a couple of things. One, if that really was Burleson, the 7'4" version, how could he have the time to spend the many, many hours necessary for setting up and running such a baseball league? Secondly, the address was incomplete. A number and a room number were listed, but no street nor dorm, which is a little bizarre. Okay, again, here's the ad. 33981. What the hell is that? Okay, room 15B. When all is said and done, no one was hurt by what happened. And I want to say I'm glad about that because, and that's actually for opinion. The people who lost out, as the article will show, were disappointed. Burleson was not in any way upset or angry, just perplexed by the mail he was receiving. The people sending in replies to the ad were the real losers because of the time they took to answer and the disappointment as they find out there is no such league being formed. Perhaps someone will take the initiative to set up a league in the area, since all indications were that there's a great deal of interest for one. And the article closes by saying, hopefully no one else will attempt the same thing, placing an ad in the name of someone else. So far, almost all the ads placed have come from sincere, honest Strat-O-Matic fans. We'd like to keep it that way. And that basically is it. Many years have passed. In fact, I think it's fair to say that this ad was placed, again, the ad placed by me was in the April 1973 issue, and the article appeared in the May 1973 issue of the Strat-O-Matic Review. And so we're talking about 51 years. Now, why have I decided to come clean about this? Well, as I began to address in my first video in this series about the cheating scandal at the second convention in Brooklyn, New York, I feel a long-standing chronic sense of guilt for this. And I thought that this was my way of relieving myself of the guilt, forgiving myself, seeking forgiveness. And I don't know if it's going to be successful, if there's anything good at it. Who knows? Let me be honest with you. Maybe my doing this video is not a hoax, but it's another attempt at attention seeking, which was an element of what motivated me to do this in the first place. These were crazy times, and this was a crazy thing to do. And Mr. Burleson, if you're out there and you see this, I know you'll remember this, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Take care, everybody. This is the October 1973 issue of the Strat-O-Matic Review. We had no social media back then, so this was the way to stay in touch. And this issue highlighted the results of the Strat-O-Matic convention that summer. I was 14 years old, and that summer I went to the second convention, which was located in Brooklyn. And here's a picture of me, again, age 14. After having won the Strat-O-Matic Basic Football tournament. If you read into this, it says a pair of teenagers hooked up in the finals of the basic football tournament with Jeff Guterman, 15, a sophomore to be at Roslyn High School, Roslyn, New York, defeating Stuart Sloat, 14, of Tenafly, New Jersey, 20-7. Defense was the name of Guterman's game throughout the tourney, as he recorded wins by margins of 21-3, 30-10, 20-6, and 20-7 in the finale. All told, he allowed only 26 points in 4 games. The reason why I won so convincingly was because a friend of mine and I conjured up the scheme that when I was playing each game in the tournament, he would sit behind my opponent and then flash me a 1 or a 2, depending on whether my opponent was going to run or pass on offense. I cheated. There were accusations of the cheating, and it was a scandal. Do I regret that I did it? Yes. I just thought I'd come clean after all these years. Now I'm a 65-year-old man, and this is one of the great regrets of my life.